If you guys were a Teletubby, what would you...
Poe.
No. If you were
Say no more.
If you were a Teletubby, what would you play on your tummy TV?
Okay, that's a different question than I was expecting.
What did you think I was gonna ask?
Which one would you be?
I know because Antonio answered.
You're like, which one would you be? On my tummy.
There's 4 of us.
On my tummy.
There is 4. There is 4 of us.
What would I play on my tummy? Probably like something terrible, like Eraserhead or something. Or like all 2 seasons of Twin Peaks in the movie on my tummy.
Just on repeat.
Yeah. Want to watch some TV?
Probably some mess. Probably just some like
Feast.
That's kind of funny.
No.
No, probably just like some big franchise, like, just the entirety of like the series of The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or Harry Potter, just then loop and then swap it every once in a while for like Star Wars or something.
You can only pick one, and it's Dahlia's is Twin Peaks on a loop.
Twin Peaks.
What's yours, Lib?
Well, the entire string of probably one of those. I think Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
All of the Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
Just 10 hours.
So you'd be like a grayscale. No, you'd be like a black and white Teletubby.
Can I be red with like chevrons pattern?
Yeah,
'Cause
that
Twin
would be your
Peaks.
color. Your color would be like a forest green and brown, right? Lord of the Rings.
Oh, is that how that
Mossy
works?
green.
Yeah, like mossy green.
Is that how that works?
What? Hey, what type Teletubby would you be? Poison, fire, ghost?
Right? I was still in my head. I'm still Poe.
Ketzel.
I felt like I had an answer, and then I sent you guys this text earlier this week, and I'm like, this is my answer. I would put that ASMR video of toxic neighbor planning your divorce.
I didn't even click that because I was just like,
I didn't either. I
It
just
wasn't.
saw
No,
empaths.
it wasn't even like a.
It wasn't clickable,
And
Mom.
I was like, it was a image. They screenshotted
Oh,
from
I
their
thought
phone
you
and
sent
sent
a
it.
link for
No,
some reason.
I looked at it and I
went
was
and I
like,
looked for it. I was
immediately
thinking
no.
about like listening to it. Is that a thing? Have you guys talked about that
Of
before?
course you were.
ASMR.
I mean, I would do a bunch of whack ASMR. Like, there's ASMR, like ASMR, I'm a plague doctor and you're dying. Like, ASMR.
Does that even count
That
as
has the
ASMR
same
anymore?
vibes as Pumped
Yeah, it
Up
does.
Kicks.
It does?
Yeah,
Because it's soothing?
it's like mouth sounds and like tools and stuff. Like I actually tried to watch an ASMR
I watch
video the other
ASMR.
day to like help me fall asleep.
I
and
don't want to
It
hear
do be working.
You're terminally ill and I'm sorry.
Well, I don't watch those.
I know, but why
Those
would
are
that be
weird.
soothing
But some
in any
people
way?
like them. I don't know. Some people are fucked up.
Sky?
I haven't really thought about it. I thought about the question, but I didn't really think about my own answer. But probably Sinister 1 and 2, just back and forth, back and forth.
I want you to really ruminate on the silence that followed your
I don't give a
answer.
fuck. I'll stand in front of the mirror with my little tummy TV and watch them.
You're like, that's great.
That's good shit.
That's good shit.
So he's Poe. What are
I feel
we?
very Lala, but that's just me.
I'm feeling very Lala today.
What? I forget.
How could you forget?
Dipsy.
Tinky Winky, Dipsy.
Lala and Poe.
But then you also got Nunu.
Oh no, we
also
don't
got-
talk about Nunu.
No, it's all about fucking Nunu. Nunu keeps that fucking home like
Spotless.
on lock. Spotless,
Technically-
organized.
Not a Teletubby though.
Yeah, we're
The baby son, the bunnies on the hill. Whoever's on the speaker of the little intercom system. There's many characters in Teletubbies.
You said Teletubbies because they have tummies.
Does Nunu
They
not have a
TV.
tummy?
They
Does
have-
Nunu not have a
Isn't Nunu
tummy?
a vacuum?
Does he have a telly tummy?
Let's not get technical here.
All right.
Nunu is a vacuum, but he also is alive.
Okay.
Kid
Dude,
logic.
should
Kid
we just
logic.
start- should we
Okay, no,
start
well,
the
okay, so
episode?
I would
don't-
be Tinky Winky.
Is
I would
this
be
your
Tinky Winky,
dissertation?
point blank. And Sky, I feel like you're very Dipsy. Dipsy's like too cool for school.
Dipsy
Where's
is
the hat?
too cool. The cow hat, right?
The cattle hat.
You know, that's in fashion right now.
Wait. Dipsy is the green one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Lala's yellow, right?
I
Lala's
think she
yellow.
was a purse. They
Tinky
had, like,
Winky, mama.
accessories. They had
Oh,
accessories.
okay. Let me tell you, Lala had a tutu.
That's
She's very
okay,
girly.
You're right.
Dipsy had the cattle hat because Dipsy's got the sauce. Tinky Winky had the purse because he's gay. And then Poe had a scooter because Poe's the child.
Poe did have a scooter. I remember that stupid
This is your
scooter.
dissertation, isn't it?
Don't even get me started on the Teletubby lore.
Hey y'all, welcome to Sit Down Loser. We're watching a movie. My name's Dahlia.
I'm Sky.
I'm Antonio.
And I'm Ketzel.
And we're just four wealthy and famous members of high society who watch movies that everyone else has watched, except one of us is a loser who hasn't. Today, we're watching a movie that shows us Michelle Yeoh truly is the baddest bitch in the world. Crazy Rich Asians, released in 2018, directed by John M. Chu. And today's loser is...
Ketzel!
You dumb fuck.
Ketzel!
I was like...
Hi. It's been a while. Hi.
Wait. I just want to say this. It's not you. You saw this movie?
I have
Yeah,
seen this
I was
movie.
a little shocked. When I was writing it, I was like, I think me and Antonio are the only ones that seen it. And then I looked and I was like, oh no, it's just Ketzel.
Wow.
I was like, it's gotta be Dahlia. It's gotta
Wait.
be Dahlia.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I saw it on the plane once.
All right, so why did we pick this?
Why?
It's a rom-com! And
Ugh.
love is in the air, people.
And Mama, she is so good.
We love her. We love that she's about love.
Y'all like
her creamy
rom-coms?
center is love.
I love a rom-com. I'll watch any rom-com. Rom-coms are so fun.
Definitely. Love is in the air. What else is on our list of why we picked this?
You know what else is in the air, though? Allergies.
Okay.
All right. You don't need it. All right. It's windy.
It is so...
Spring has sprung.
Spring sprung, and she sprung.
She sprung.
The girls that
She sprung.
spring. She's gonna spit out her drink.
I'm trying to be careful because I'm like, this is a white shirt. So this month is...
Asian American and Pacific Islander month.
Thank you.
Correct.
So this movie is full of Asian representation, and it's
Not
an
just
all Asian,
full, it's all Asian
all
representation.
Asian cast.
It was iconic when it came out. My goodness.
You know, I didn't know this. So I think actually we've all you're the one that hasn't seen everything, everywhere, all at once.
Not yet.
Yeah, the dad in that. I can't think of his name. I just saw it too.
He's in
Oh
this
my
movie.
gosh. I know where he's from. He's from Indiana Jones.
I didn't know that. So after we saw it, I was like, "What?" I love Temple of Doom, and he's also he was also in
Wait.
the Goonies.
You mean he's short round,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, yeah, I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and he took like decades long break from acting because like he wasn't getting anything, and then he saw this movie Crazy Rich Asians, and that caused him to get back out there, which ended up being in everything everywhere all at once,
Yeah.
which I was like, that is so fucking awesome.
Oscars next year. We're calling it.
It fucking better.
Truly.
It fucking better because that's the best movie of the year.
Ugh.
That's one of the best movies I've ever seen,
Yeah.
period, point blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Michelle Yeoh's in it, who...
Oh, anything Michelle Yeoh's in is just, I love it, with the exception of one.
Oh, now you got to tell us.
Do we have to?
I guess not.
What is it? No, I want to know. What is it?
It's The Mummy 3.
Oh, see, I blocked that. I don't even realize that because I blocked that out so hard.
I had to watch it because she was in it.
Repress.
That
I
and Jet Li. Oh my gosh.
Also had to watch it, and it sucks because it could have been so good. It could have been so good had they not recast
Let's not go
Evie.
down this road.
Oof.
Because it was
Damn,
because
bro.
Jet Li's in it too, and it's awesome.
Hey, The
Hey.
Mummy coming soon.
Why else did we pick this?
It just
It's
visually-
Stunting.
amazing. It's stunning. It's beautiful. Wow, 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 wow.
I
Quote
remember-
unquote.
crying on the plane.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
Oh,
amazing.
my
The
God.
colors.
When I was writing this outline, I had messaged Antonio because you'd only seen it once, I think, and I think I remember that because you were like, "I seen it on the plane." But I messaged Antonio. I was like, "Hey, can you check that out, like the summary for me?" And I was like, while I was writing it, I teared up a couple times while I was writing it, just remembering some things, and I'm like,
Oh man, I'm gonna be a mess.
Oh my god.
"Me too, dude." I was like, if I teared
movie.
up during the summary, writing it,
We don't mean to hype it up, but
It's-
like it
Oh, it's
definitely is
hyped.
very hype.
If I cry during this movie,
I didn't.
Well, now we have tissues ready, so.
Okay, Ketzel, what do you know about this movie?
Not much. I mean, I know how hyped it was, how fucking hyped people were for it, and I know I'm gonna love it. I don't know very much other that they're very wealthy, very luxe. Marriage is involved?
Question mark?
Question mark. That is literally all I know. And I mean, I knew the cast, but about the plot, not very much. Marriage is maybe involved. That is all I know.
Cute.
if I told you to summarize Crazy Rich Asians, what would you say it's about? Just like one sentence.
Crazy. rich.
Marriage?
Question mark? It's just there. Just question
That's it. That's your full summary. Marriage?
Is it
Question
about
mark?
crazy rich Asians?
Crazy rich Asians get married. Is that your
Get
summary?
married? Yeah.
with a question mark.
Get
Yeah, with a
married?
question mark at the end, please.
Cute.
That's all I know.
Wonderful.
We love that for
Very
you.
excited.
I'm so excited for you to go down this journey.
Me too.
Okay.
The Rotten Tomato scores.
Yes, scores.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 90%. Audiences gave it a 76%, and then Google users gave it a 91.
If you give it any
Huh.
less than any of those, you're dead to me. I'll just have to delete you from my life.
Can I just ask why the fuck audience thinks it's 76?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Yeah,
Is that
that-
because
that-
of the hate?
That confused me. I was like, what?
That's a hate crime.
Well, that is probably a hate crime. That's
They're like,
that's an
why
actual
are there so many
cyberbullying hate
Asians
crime.
in this movie? And it's like, because it's called Crazy Rich Asians. Why wouldn't they have an all Asian cast?
You know, people who aren't empaths like ourselves are just hateful.
I was like,
You're an empath?
we all collectively went, oh.
Huh?
Why,
For
why
you to
isn't
say that
Francis
is a
in
mind
this-
fuck.
Hey,
Cease and desist.
Hey, are you a representative of the empath guild or whatever the fuck that you all are?
The
Am I
what?
an
The
empath?
empath guild.
I don't even know what that means, really. I know how to be.
You're an empath, Dahlia.
Oh, you absolutely are.
You
Oh, thank
100% are.
I feel like that's a negative term.
Yeah. No, it's not. I think people are.
People will give it a
No,
bad
it's not.
connotation.
Hey,
That's because
was
people are hateful, like somebody sitting next to you.
I'm filled with hate only because I have way too much love and it turns rancid.
You know, it's a fine line between love and hate.
Oh my gosh, they're not opposites at all.
They're practically the same thing.
I feel like they are.
No, the opposite of either one of those is indifference.
Dang. You're
Anyway,
right.
Dahlia, take it away with the list of actors.
Who's in this movie? Actors: Constance Wu, Henry Golding, Michelle Yeoh, Gemma Chan, Lisa Liu, Aquafina, and Ken Jeong.
Who do you know? Who do you know? And where do you know them?
I know every single one of them except for Lisa Liu.
I'm trying to think of who that is because I know every single person except for her too. I'm like trying to remember who she plays.
Henry Golding, hubba hubba.
Haba, haba.
He's
Oh,
the
I
main
watched.
lead, right?
Yeah.
What?
I don't. It's been a
Yeah.
while since I've seen the movie, and I don't put
what movie?
a lot of actor names. This movie,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but I'm like, I remember his face, and I was like, I like his face.
It's a nice face. He was in.
That's a nice
What is
boulder.
it? A Simple Favor. Henry Golding was
Oh,
in
yes,
that.
yes.
And I just watched this for the first time. The Gentleman, which was like a Guy Ritchie movie, and he was also in that. He was a very troublesome person in that, but
I love
Shawty's
Simple
a
Favor.
little
I forget how much
baddie.
I love that movie. Oh, that movie's so good.
Ooh.
I think when I saw Aquafina come out, like, her voice is pretty iconic, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Like
like the
a
Whoopi
raspy-
Goldberg of Asians.
Yeah, so I'm like, so crazy.
Whoa.
And then she was also in a Disney movie. She was in Raya. She was the dragon. And that just makes me kind of like, huh.
Oh yeah, she was.
She was also, yeah, she was. And then she was also in Shang-Chi.
She sure was.
She was in Shang-Chi, and then
So was Michelle Yeoh.
And she has her own comedy show, TV show.
Yeah, because she's a, just
What was-
comedy. So, but also Constance Wu is amazing, gorgeous. She was in Hustlers, right?
Yes.
she was. And I think is she in Fresh Off the Boat?
Yeah,
She's the lead. Yeah, she's the mom.
Yeah, she's the mom. I was like, I want to say she's the mom, but also I was like, I'm not entirely sure. She
Yeah, she
plays
is.
mom so well compared to this character. Oh, it's so different.
I haven't seen Fresh Off the Boat, but I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Oh yeah.
I've seen like scenes of it on like social media and stuff, and I'm like, oh,
I've
that's
seen
so
a couple
funny.
of
I should watch
episodes,
it.
but I just can't like sit down and watch a whole comedy show.
But you can watch SVU over and
Wait,
over
I
again.
refuse. The only reason why I haven't asked for your password again, Ketzel, for Hulu to put it on my phone is because I know I'm going to be on my phone like forevers and evers and evers. I'd recommend to you That's Messed Up, the podcast, because that's fun to listen to.
I don't even listen to our own podcast.
Okay.
He really,
Cut that out.
he
Stella,
really
cut that
doesn't. No, Stella, keep that in. I think everyone should know.
Anyway, any other actors you want to touch on? Q.
Nah, I've touched them all.
Excellent.
I would touch them all.
Excellent.
I would touch
Excellent.
them all.
Excellent.
But I fucking love Gemma Chan.
I do too, and
I
I
fucking
Yes.
love her in this.
Gemma
So
Chan in
pretty.
this. Oh my god. I love Gemma Chan in this.
And then Eternals.
Was
You know, I'm sorry. I
was
don't
she
think
in-
I don't like Eternals as much as I thought I did. I'm sorry. I'll be
I
real.
like Eternals.
I'll be honest. Everyone was hot. Don't get me
Oh
wrong.
yeah.
But the whole movie, I was like, this could have been better.
Did she get a different part? Was she in something else? Was she Captain Marvel? Was she one of the?
No. Oh
No?
yes, she was. She was.
See,
one of
I
the-
was so confused about that. I was like, wait, so they just? I mean, she was in heavy makeup and everything like that for that, but then she got a new character in the Eternals,
Eternals,
which
yeah.
I thought was like,
Cersei.
yeah, which is better off for her, obviously. But I thought it was weird that like,
No,
they had
she's
her.
gorgeous. Love her.
Amazing, love her.
And in this, I remember being like, "You're so beautiful,
She's so beautiful,
beautiful.
so kind, so pretty.
heavy breathing." I'm like,
Ketzel, any expectations?
They are high, but I believe it will be reached. Everyone was hype. I've never seen Antonio this hype before watching, so I'm very excited. And if you cried, I'm gonna cry. If you loved, I loved. If you
I think
laughed,
we're all
I
gonna
laughed.
cry today. By the
Hey.
sounds of it,
We might all cry.
we just can't. We can't look at Antonio.
Don't look at Antonio. He's wearing sunglasses for a reason today. I'm just
I
kidding.
gotta go grab my glasses, because I'm not gonna watch this movie
You're
through
like,
darker lenses. 16K HD.
baby. All right, let's get into it. Let's watch this thing. We're back.
Do you have some words? No.
Stella said, "Shut the fuck up."
Stella
Stella's
says
been saying
amazing. Amazing work, everyone. Amazing work.
I'm exhausted.
Oh my god, I'm emotionally drained,
Emotionally taxing.
but in a good way.
When y'all said rom-com, y'all meant rom-com.
Rom-com drum.
But
Drom-com.
we did.
Because it was dramatic.
Oh,
Not only it had everything. It had all the rom-com stops. Your one-shot
Oh, yeah?
rom-com stop.
oh.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it had it all.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it sounds like just right off the top, you liked it.
Oh, I love a rom-com. Once again, I avoid rom-coms because they give me an unrealistic expectation of the love I deserve. Because every time I see one, I'm like, this.
I want to be loved like that.
I want to be loved like that. I want to be seen like that. I want money like that.
Absolutely.
In this case, I want money like that.
If there's
love a
anything to
rom-com.
take away from this movie, forget everything. Just take the money.
Just take the money. Take my fucking money. And I love a rom-com with
Take the $10 million check and run.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
that's
love
a question
rom-com
for
with a
later.
twist. Yeah.
But yeah, we can go ahead and kick it off with the start of this amazing movie.
So, we have Constance Wu playing Rachel Chu, and she's got a hot boyfriend named Nick Young, played by Mr. Henry. And so they are planning to visit Singapore because it's Nick's best friend's wedding coming up. And we find out very early on, just because they're hanging out at a bar, that Nick is very famous. Also, oh my god, it starts with the whole flashback sequence. I forgot. Doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
It absolutely does. That flashback sequence, though, is 100% an amazing.
Let me take you back. Let me take you back.
open.
It's 1995, London. It's raining. Mom, 2 kids, probably nanny or family member, walking in, muddy shoes. She walks up. Mom walks up, and she's like, "Oh, my room, like, is it prepared?" And they're like, "I think you've got the wrong place. Maybe you should check Chinatown." And we're like,
Racist!
What the fuck? And then she's like, right. She's like, "Well, it's the least you could do to let me use your phone." So she makes a phone call, and she walks back in, and she's like, "My room." And he's like, "I think you've got that wrong." Ding, ding, the elevator comes down. And guess what? It's the guy that owns the hotel. And he's like, "I have just sold it to these wonderful people, my friends." And then the very racist, like, receptionist man is like, mouth agape. He's like,
Snatch.
because he just could not believe it. And then the guy that was owning the hotel previously is like, "She's the new lady of the house. They own this place now." And she's like, "Get him up. It's wet."
And the mom, Michelle Yeoh.
Ah! It was amazing. She was like, wink to, like, little baby Nikki, and then they walk upstairs. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Iconic power move.
So we knew that Nick's family's rich now,
Fucking
I guess.
Loaded. Like a baked
Like-
potato. Just absolutely fucking loaded.
And it's hard to really visualize how loaded until they get to Singapore. As the title says, they're fucking crazy rich. They're very rich. Opulent rich.
The word
But
opulent is the first level of what you can use to describe them.
Absolutely. So, like, and Rachel knows none of this. Which, I don't know if, I totally think he should have told her, but men don't think so.
Let's kick that off now, I guess. Rachel knows that this guy is a professor, and they're in love, and they've been dating for a year. Like, she knows nothing about his family. Nothing. And they're just hanging out at a coffee shop. He's eating her fucking dessert. And then she's like, tee. And then literally he's just sitting there, and some other people notice him because they know who he is. And, like, TBH, I don't think it was fair. I think if he was going to take her home, he should prepare her for, like, the onslaught. Like, traditional family stuff.
I mean, I would think that I would heavily vet whoever I was dating. So when they get to Singapore, it's not until Rachel goes to visit Aquafina. I'm just going to call her Aquafina because she just plays Aquafina, who's her college roommate, and, like, tells her, like, "Oh, no, this is, like, all the connection. This is how loaded they are." And so once Rachel gets there, she gets thrown into all of this, and she meets Eleanor, who is Michelle Yeoh, and she is a badass bitch, but y'all were really... She just made me so nervous. She made me so nervous the whole movie. I felt so clammy and judged.
Look, coming home to mama is like a big deal, especially if you've been away for a year, which is what happened to Nick. Like, he brought Rachel here, and that's kind of a big move, because it's like, you don't just bring anybody to meet your family. Like, to go to a wedding, sure, but, like, it's kind of a big deal. And she was like, I think, what did you say? She was walking around the kitchen like, overseeing everything.
Yeah, she was the lady of the house.
The-
You love that. You were living.
Oh my god, I just love the idea of just walking around your kitchen and just overseeing like the preparations for dinner for all these people. Honestly, what a bamf. And I remember like when Rachel hugs her, she's like visibly like distraught. She's just like, how dare you?
You can tell that she doesn't like her.
No, don't touch. No touch. No touchy. But you do also, and oh shit, we glazed over it. While they were talking about all the family members, they do talk about the other like characters in the movie. Everyone
all
from
hot.
like
Every single one.
all
is hot.
hot.
Every single one.
You have met Colin, who is getting married. Araminta. They go down to like the street market in Singapore, and they talk
Which
about.
made us horngry.
Oh my god, that was fun. And then they talk about the other characters, like Astrid, who's played by Gemma Chan, and how she's basically just Audrey Hepburn of the modern age. And
That's a really good description of her.
well,
Yeah.
that like opening scene where she like walks through and she's in the jewelry shop and everything, it's just so evocative of it.
So humbling and so rich.
But she's so.
Well, I mean, you immediately cried, Dahlia, upon her even gracing the screen, and I was
She
like,
cried
"Oh, okay."
every time she was on screen.
Every time Astrid was on screen, I cried because I was just like, she's so beautiful and she's so nice, so humble. Like, it was very,
Yeah.
very great. But like, just kind of flashing back forward to the party, we know that she's nice. Nick talks about her because that's his favorite cousin, that she's so nice, the
What's
most
not to
wonderful
love?
person. And then at the party, we meet Oliver. Astrid, we follow her to her husband, who is a guy that, you know, is self-made. He was in the military and now he's the CEO of a startup. But we know that, you know, he had to make his money. She comes from old money. So she feels the need to hide all of her stuff. But anyway, you can tell she's a good person. And he walks away and ring, ring, the phone rings. And she sees something that is very just heart-wrenching and horrible. Like, she sees a text message that says, "The bed feels empty without you."
Being
And
cheated on.
this bitch is having an affair. Gemma Chan.
I'm Gemma Chan. It's like, no one is safe. Beyonce got cheated on. Gemma Chan got cheated on. There's no hope for anybody.
So anyway, men's is trash. That's all set up right at the beginning. Just crazy stuff. And then Rachel has to go along with it. So now the reason why we're here, the wedding. Araminta is the bride-to-be. She has her little shindig, and Rachel meets Nick's former girlfriend, Amanda. And of course, she's like warning her that she may face rejection from the family because, or due to her modest upbringing. And then after the party, Rachel finds her hotel room vandalized by the other girls. They've been talking shit about her the whole time. They were getting massages. Amanda was just like, next to
Everyone's
her. And
been
it's
talking
like,
shit about
this is
Rachel
a
the whole time.
hostile environment. So, you know, where are you going to go? Seek refuge in your hotel room? So, I mean, that's obviously what they think about her, which is totally untrue because you see Rachel's just a normal girl.
She's just a normal girl, and she didn't know anything about any of this. She honestly didn't even know Nick was rich until, like, you know.
She loved him for him.
For her,
For him.
She liked him for him.
She did. Also, like, that dramatic fish gutting thing reminded me of so much of, like, novelas. Of, like, how dramatic everything is. This was such a dramatic movie. I loved it. I also didn't know who to trust. I thought I could trust
so
Amanda.
cutthroat.
I couldn't trust Amanda.
You could not trust Amanda. She's
You
like,
can't trust
didn't
anyone
you know
here.
that we used to date? And she's like, because she was being all friendly and nice, and then she wasn't. And then at the same time, they both all of the whole parties of the wedding parties, they separate girls and guys because the bachelorette party's happening on one end, the bachelor party's happening on another end. And at the bachelor party, Nick reveals to Colin that he plans to propose to Rachel because he loves her. And we're all like, yee! And then Colin's like,
Bro.
maybe you should think about that. And then he's
That's
like-
cute and all, but
But why, Colin? And it's like, you know that she has no money and your family's not going to accept her. Like, let's be real. Like, do you think that they would let me marry my person if she didn't have, like, you know, the clout and, like, the money behind it? Like, no, absolutely not. So it's just really it's really fucked up. So anyway, he still kind of, you know, intended to propose to her. So, and we're reminded that Nick was supposed to step up, and that's why he's kind of estranged with his mom. Like the year prior, like he was supposed to come back home and he didn't. And of course, everybody thinks it's because of Rachel. Wah, wah.
Poor Rachel. Rachel's done nothing.
She didn't do anything.
No. So after Rachel and Astrid bury the fish, Rachel steals herself. You know, she's just going to get through it, but she is going to yell at Nick when she gets the chance. So when they meet up, she does kind of drag him over the coals, you know, let him know, hey, you should have let me know, you know, just a little bit of an inkling. And he acknowledges he screwed up. He was just like, I just wanted us to just, you know, like each other for each other. And I thought, you know, we could get through this.
Is it too late now to say sorry?
It's not, but it's not when you're Henry Golding. It's never too late.
Ugh, he looked good in every scene.
Oh,
He looked
man.
good. Every
He looked
single
good.
Ooh,
Every
he
scene.
looked so good.
Oof. Now, having, like, decided that they're just gonna get through the wedding, they go and make some dumplings. Some dumps, which really made me want dim sum. But while they're doing all this, like, fun family stuff and everything like that, Rachel lands into a trap, and Eleanor tells her, oh, Americans are so greedy or selfish and whatnot. And
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
it's very self-serving.
Yes,
And the only reason why their family works is because they put family first, which is why she wants Nick back home. And eventually, you know, Nick is supposed to marry someone who will put the family ahead of themselves. And Rachel is, you know, a New York millennial professor teaching game theory. And so she's just trying to live her best life, which is not the way it's done. At a certain point, Eleanor confronts Rachel in
She's just trying
the
to find the
foyer.
bathroom, dude. She's like, oh my god, this house is so big.
Is
Like,
it
At
that?
your
sorry, I'm a
most,
little-
at your most vulnerable, trying to find
when I
the
have
bathroom.
to peep. When I have to peep. And then she's
You're gonna
like,
come
hey,
to
can
me
I
with
talk
this.
to you? Can I talk to you
No.
for a second? Because the whole reason, like, she kind of was like, oh, maybe I do have to use a bathroom, because she asked about Eleanor's ring. And the whole thing is, like, she's telling Rachel that the emerald ring that she's wearing, because it's, like, beautiful, green, stark, you'll remember it later.
The camera lingers.
The camera lingers. This is a magic tool.
This is
for
a
us.
tool that'll help
It
us
was.
later.
I was like, I should remember this ring. And I did put it in my brain because when it shows up later, I was like, thank you. Thank you,
And the-
short-term memory.
Yes, and the reason, like, she's asked about the ring, and then, like, kind of, like, bad feelings found her trapped on the stairs trying to look for the bathroom. She's like, well, I got this ring because the grandma did not approve of me. And, you know, I had to really work hard to make sure that she even liked me. And even later in the movie, we kind of can tell that maybe she still doesn't. But, like, because the grandma did not approve and she's matriarch, I think I'm not sure about Chinese culture if the matriarch has, you know, a big say. But I know, like, the elders absolutely do. And it's like, if you're not good enough, fuck you. And she married into the family. So, anyway. The engagement ring was given to her from the dad, and at this point, because we're on the landing, let's be clear, on the stairs, I'm like, she's gonna push her, but no.
Yep. Novella
She-
sensibility said she's gonna take a tumble.
She makes her, like, she kind of, like, physically, like, you know, forces her, like, to back up, which puts her lower on the stairs, and then she grabs her face so, like, nice, caressing, like, and she's like, you will never be good enough for him. And we were like, ah, like, because it was so.
She emotionally pushed her down the stairs.
She did. She went, Hell Hydra.
Yeah.
It's like that scene out of freaking whatchamacall? The Order of Phoenix, where like McGonagall versus what the fuck is her name? Umbridge are like having a little
Oh,
spat
yeah, on
the
the seat? Yeah.
And
Yes.
Where my Potterhead's at.
Where are they at? Where are they at?
Potter Nation, rise up.
Y'all know the one.
That
This
was
is
good.
these are steps.
That was good.
Anyway, no, fuck you guys. I legit thought Eleanor was gonna be like, they didn't accept me, so now that I've seen you make dumplings with my family, I'm accept you. But nope, mama. She said nope. She said fuck you.
Nope.
She said, is that what you want? Well, you're never gonna get it.
Basically.
That made us all feel sad in our tum-tums, and my eyes were crying, and I was like,
And her tum-tums and eyes.
But
That's
you know,
like that. You walk away from that conversation and your hands are vibrating, and you just, you gotta go. You gotta
Clammy,
leave. You're gonna go.
clammy.
You gotta go find yourself a corner to go have a panic attack in.
she said that she wanted to cry and puke at the same time.
She
I've
did.
been shit myself.
Dude.
She had
And
to go to the bathroom.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, she would have just started. I just would have peed right there on the landing, and then been so mad at themselves because it's an expensive fucking house.
I mean, but anyway, she's feeling bad. She's telling her friend that, and then her friend, Pakelin, who
Aquafina.
is Aquafina, is like, "Yo, you better get some respect. Do
It's
it.
chicken. They start to realize this is a game of chicken, and Rachel's like,
I'm a
I'm not a
fucking
chicken.
game theory
"Bok bok.
professor."
I'm not gonna blink. We're gonna go at this," and she's gonna just keep going and going.
And it was
going.
very hot. She got so fierce, so fast. Let me tell you. And then we had.
It was so Princess Diaries.
Very
You cannot
that.
have a rom-com, as Sky pointed out, without a montage. So of course we have a montage right before wedding day.
A montage
A
with
makeover.
with an Asian cover of Material Girl playing, and just like every single terrible decision dress made until eventually she lands on the Cinderella dress.
That
I
we don't
liked
see
all
till
of
she
them.
gets out of the cab on wedding day.
Wow.
Oh my god,
Wedding
best part of the
day.
whole movie.
Best
Wedding
part of
day.
the movie.
Best part of the movie.
I have never seen a wedding scene more beautiful than the one I saw today here. April
In this
23rd.
Chili's.
In this Chili's. The year
I
of our
feel
Lord
God in
2022.
this Chili's tonight.
But before we get to the actual wedding, we got to talk about the one thing that all men have in common, and it's the audacity.
Let's bring
this-
it.
God,
Bring
makes
it.
me mad.
Right into the microphone, Sky.
I thought you were gonna be like,
I was going to, but you got your own.
Everyone
So-
put your microphones to Sky.
so
All three.
so everyone's coming to the wedding, and it's Astrid and her fucking husband. I think his name's Michael. I think
Yeah.
his name's Michael.
It's Michael.
So she finally confronts him about the affair, and he has, being a man, has the audacity to blame his unhappiness and the financial despair between them on her. Because she's beautiful, stunning, amazing. He's like, well, you always have to be that, and I'm just the brunt of the joke, blah, 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 blah. And she's crying
it's
because
a
she's
flaw.
upset.
Like being perfect is a flaw. She just is, okay?
Men have the tiniest egos.
Fragile. To have
Fragile.
the audacity, the gumption, the gall. He should count himself lucky to have been her husband. I would kiss
Count
her
himself
feet.
lucky to be in the same room.
I would kiss her feet every day.
It makes me so angry because it's like, it's so stupid. It's
So stupid.
This is what I mean. I say this all the time. I hate listening to people complain about their husbands because let me tell you, I would cherish the shit out of my wife. These
too.
men have wives that they don't cherish and love and adore when I could be cherishing, loving, and adoring them for you. Like, you should be so lucky to be married to a woman.
Exactly. I feel the
Because
same
all
way.
women are beautiful. Jot that down.
Write that down.
You get so fucking mad.
Makes me so angry.
And Tony, what do you have to say for men?
Oh yeah, you're here.
I'm a terrible representation of this situation.
Yeah.
I hate all people.
So
jot that down.
We can talk before like the drama happens later. We can talk a little bit more about the wedding itself. Like it is just
Ooh, like it is so tropical, very Singapore, wonderful, beautiful,
Very
local
Saint-Tropez.
fauna. very local fauna, and like let me tell you, when they divided the pews with like tall grass, it just put you in such a magical place. And then you see, like, after the kids come down the aisle, because like everybody's like, you know, ready to go, the fucking bride, Araminta.
Man, that girl had so many different looks.
Yeah, she looked like a different person every
Her
time.
disco
I was
Every
like,
single
jumpsuit.
fucking time. That girl, I was like,
was
is
like,
that the
"That's her?"
same person? Without the subtitles telling me that's her talking, I was like, man, she's a fucking chameleon.
When she was in the little like crowds eating the food, totally cash.
100% cash. She looked like she was an American college girl just out and about, just, you know, enjoying the love of Singapore. And then go
Disco
to her
jumpsuit.
bachelorette party. She looked like she was, she looked like she was supposed to just be a planner. Like she was just paid to be there. But it's her fucking bachelorette party, and she's like waving this microphone around, or what is it, bullhorn?
Yeah.
And
her
then
wedding dress.
her wedding dress.
It
Beautiful.
was so good.
Empress cut, so it's like short in the front, long in the back. She did not wear shoes.
A mullet.
No shoes.
She had glitter, beautiful glitter all over her legs, because when she was walking, there were like beautiful, like, it was a moment.
The moment that water came down the aisle,
And that's
Yeah.
why you knew
I-
she wasn't wearing shoes.
I was
and
like,
my water goddess.
it's
I've
stunning.
never seen this before. Never been done before. Show stopping.
You
Not
know that
afraid to
people copied
reference.
that shit. You know that people copied that shit after it came out. They're like, I want that wedding.
100%. I just want to shout out, because at this point we've gone through so many different looks, and everyone just looks so gorgeous the entire fucking time, even like when they're being casual or like the opening scene. I had to look her up. I had to see who did the costume design. Mary Vogt, Vogt. She also did Batman Returns and Hocus Pocus.
Excellent.
Oh,
Excellent.
fuck.
So-
Incredible.
Yes.
So she is range.
She has the range. But she was the costume designer, I think, for a lot of this, and then had like also a consultant whose name I totally forgot. But I had to look her up and see who did it, who made all these beautiful outfits, you know, every decision made, because they're all rich. So, you know, they got to be wearing like Dolce, Gucci, and all the fun stuff. A lot of like name dropping and
Beautiful
everything.
designer clothes.
Just beautiful designer clothes. Some of them kind of questionable in like taste. You know, there's a scene where he's like, "You look like what was it? Something Ebola virus?
Yeah. You look like the Ebola virus.
Like a cute Ebola virus or something like that."
But yes,
But,
the costuming just impeccable, incredible. She walks down the aisle, but let's flash back before that, because we know that Astrid and Michael had that fight. She could not show up alone, so she asked the grandma to join her. And so they're like, wow, she never comes to anything. She sits down with her, and that's like nice. And you think that the grandma's a nice person. And then I'll just leave that at that, because at this point we'll flash back forward. Wedding's over, kiss, we go to the
Fall
reception.
in love. Cry.
Thank you. I knew you would.
We all cried. I mean, I don't know Antonio, but like we cried during the wedding.
Antonio took a tissue.
Because what was playing?
Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis. A cover, a beautiful cover. I don't
By
know who
Keena
sings.
Grannis.
Thank you. Beautiful cover. Song makes me cry every
Gorgeous.
time. See Conjuring 2.
See also.
See also.
That was sung by Patrick Wilson,
Thank you, Patrick.
who we all
Wilson.
know can sing.
I found that out in last episode's Phantom of the Opera.
See also. Phantom of the Opera.
See also Phantom of the Opera. But yes,
We're not
so
afraid to reference or be referenced.
I will reference my own episodes because I want you to go back and listen. Let's be clear.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, we are at the reception. We're enjoying it, and then we have this like, I don't know, person come to
wearing the same socks?
perhaps.
Not afraid to reference or
Is
be
it Hanes?
referenced.
No, C9.
Mine is
Target.
Hanes.
Mine are C9.
They look the same.
They got arch support.
Yeah.
Well, mine look like they have more
How does the
breathability.
sock have arch support?
I was like, what an
Because
it's
it's
like
it's like compresses your arches.
Yeah, so that way your arch comes up. Not like
That's-
arch support.
it
It's like
squeezes you.
It's a thing that
It
you
squeezes
see
like
on
this.
That's fun.
compression.
That's a fun quirk.
You took me out of my element.
You 100% did. You made us talk about socks.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
y'all wearing the same shirt?
Yeah, I already
Y'all
talked
wearing the
about that.
same pants? The
No.
same belt? You guys look like twins.
With the shirt.
but you guys are sock twins. But you guys are sock twins, which is twins where it counts. You
Why
guys are
we
arch
here?
support twins.
Why are we talking about socks?
I support you all.
Anyway,
All right.
Anyway, so they're being confronted by Eleanor and Grandma, who reveal from the findings of a PI that Eleanor
Very
hired.
discreet.
It's such a rich person thing to do, sorry.
Hire a PI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta protect the family.
Right.
Anyway,
protect the family.
so it's revealed that Rachel's father, who she's been saying died before she was born, is actually alive. And that she was the result of an extramarital affair that led her mom to leave and flee to the U.S. Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun.
This is shocking
Rachel doesn't
because-
even know who her dad is.
she didn't even know that.
She didn't. How this PI found out? Crazy.
So she says, "Fuck your family," because they're like, "You can't marry our son."
Yeah.
Because the scandal of it all, escándalo.
Rachel leaves.
So leave.
Exactly. Fuck you. I don't want a part of your
fuck
family.
you.
And she leaves.
Your family fucking sucks. And she stays with my girl Aquafina Peekling.
I'm so happy that she's there and that she has somewhere to go, like somewhere safe. Because that fucking sucks. Going overseas, you have nobody there. Just your pal, Paiklin. Thank God.
Thank God for Picklin.
She's distraught.
And her
And
family too.
and from this moment on, I started crying and did not stop crying. Because the moment I started crying was when her fucking Peeklin's fucking family, who her parents are fucking outrageous. It's Ken Jeong, and the mom's great. I don't know the actress's name, but she was fucking great.
She was great.
They're just fucking nuts. But they like brought in dinner for Rachel. They were like so sweet, and they had like the little babies go and give her. I just started crying, and I had to stop crying because she was so distraught. And they were their goofy ass selves. They were so nice.
This is also typical rom-com when you have the depressed scene, the depressed
Or the-
montage.
I don't like to remember that.
The fucking Twilight New Moon.
That's exactly what I was thinking of too. I was like, I think I've seen this film before.
Disturbing. I'm so sad.
Twiheads, where you at?
Twilight Nation, rise up.
And
I don't know why Blank Nation Rise Up makes me laugh, but it fucking makes me laugh, and I'll always use that as an excuse to say it. Whatever you guys bring up.
Except
Anime
for anime.
Nation.
Oh,
Rise
oh,
up.
okay, you did.
Weeb Nation, rise up.
Art Support Nation.
Oh, also, before we get into the part that also makes me
Makes us
cry and
cry?
made me tear up when I was writing the summary, so the anime thing, the quirk thing, we were we were gonna go see the Nick Cage movie, so we were walking, and then we were talking about Antonio sweating, and I'm like, oh, that's such a cute quirk, and he goes, actually, you know, in My Hero Academia, they call their powers quirks, and my eyes glazed over as soon as he said because I knew exactly what it was going to lead into. My eyes glazed over and rolled into the back of my head.
I love my
It's
Hero
like the opposite of
Academia.
a trigger word.
Yeah, it does the opposite of a Russian sleeper agent. Instead of getting you to action, it immediately shuts you down.
Pretty much.
One of my kids asked me to spell Naruto this week, so... And I was like, ugh.
I love that journey for you.
Spells it out.
Right.
I'm like, "Bleh."
You.
You should have said, what's Naruto? You mean Naruto?
Ooh, that would have threw him off.
I was like, fucking wannabe weeb. Fucking My Hero Academia.
I like how we just prepared ourselves to get angry because we didn't want to get sad again, because guess what? I'm sad, I'm distraught, and my mommy's here.
This is why we cry.
Yeah. So Carrie comes. to, be there for
That's the
Rachel,
mom.
who's the mom, Carrie's Rachel's mom. She comes, to console her and everything, and ends up explaining that her husband was abusive and that she ended up finding comfort in an old classmate that turned into love and a baby, which was Rachel. So she left the U.S. fearing that, her husband would kill them. So that's why she left. And it's really sad.
Valid.
And I think you said, which I was like, shut the fuck up. When you were like, oh, she sacrificed her own happiness.
I got sad at the whole, like, my past ended up leading me to you being here. And I was like, ugh! All the mothers of our mothers of our mothers
Another I love
that have
my mommy
sacrificed
movie.
so much.
I love moms.
All moms. All the grandmothers and great-grandmothers that fucking had to give shit up to be here.
Shout out to you guys.
Mom Nation, rise up.
So Carrie comes, okay? She's comforting Rachel, and then she's like, it was Nick that called me here. He brought me here. And Rachel was saying, I just want to go home. And she's like, I think you should talk to him before you leave. And so they go and meet up, and Nick's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have
so
told
sorry.
you, but also I love you. Will you marry me? And we're like, and we don't hear the answer, but he's saying like, I will leave everything behind for you because I love you and I care about you. And it was so impassioned from him to say that. So next scene, it's showdown. I like that note.
It is. I
Mahjong showdown.
think this scene is so powerful and so cool on so many different levels.
We need to be reminded that Rachel's a fucking economics professor who knows game theory. That's what we saw her the first scene as she was playing poker with a student. So Rachel arranges this meeting with Eleanor at a mahjong parlor. So very cool. Freaking Eleanor's walking through this fabulous as fuck. And she goes all the way to the end, and then she sees, Rachel sitting in the corner with these two ladies, and she's like, sit down, let's play. So while playing, she tells Eleanor that she turned Nick down. And she says that she's put him in an unwinnable position, which is very difficult. So let his love go and be resentful but dutiful, or let his family, or he lets his family go for love. And she tells her that she turned him down so that she doesn't have to make that choice. So that
he doesn't have to make that choice.
Yes. Thank you.
And basically, with this game analogy, she comes to the point where she says, the only reason why in the distant future, when Nick finds someone new and you get to teach your grandkids how to make dumplings and you're watching the flowers bloom like they've all done during this day, it's because Rachel decided to give him up, not for any other reason, and that Rachel's the whole reason why in the future everyone will be happy. We cut through to where Rachel and Carrie have decided to go home. Nick sees his mom. He's sad, but it's supposed to be you'll get over it.
It's like a
blah,
going
blah, blah,
home
blah.
montage where
Yeah. Everyone has to go home.
Aquafina's like, damn, you're leaving him behind. His whole family's portfolio of riches for your integrity. Good for you. I
You have
respect
nothing.
that.
You have nothing but your integrity. That's so good for you. I love that journey for you and you alone. I would never do it, but good for you.
Couldn't be me.
Couldn't be me. And so, yeah, we go to the airport.
We're on the
Because
airport.
it's not it can't be a rom-com without an airport scene.
But of course.
But of course.
But also before that, one more time back to Astrid and her fucking dumbass.
Oh,
piece
yeah.
of shit
Lay it
husband.
down, girl.
God, I hate this guy. But he's packing, and he's like, oh, I'll send somebody to get my stuff, and she's like, don't talk anymore. We're leaving. You bought this place. You can keep it. We're leaving. Blah 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 blah. And basically tells him that your ego and your insecurities caused this marriage to fail. She fucking leaves his
You
ass.
gave up.
Yeah.
You gave up on us.
He's like,
You're
where are
a
you gonna
coward."
go? She's like, bitch, I'm rich. I'll go wherever I want.
Yeah, she's
I
like,
own
"I have
14 apartment buildings."
14 other apartment buildings. She's like, so one of those. I was like,
But most
I know that's right.
most importantly, she's like, it's not my job to make you feel like a man. I can't make something out of you that you're not.
Boom.
Amazing. She walks out
We're
with
not
her.
gonna drop the microphones.
No,
They're
please
expensive.
don't. You guys bought them. That's on you. But like, yeah, she walks out with her like amazing $1.2 million earrings, and she's like, "I got this in the bag." Lovely. Thank you for tossing that in. Amazing.
Yeah, so we love that for her. So that ends quite wonderfully.
Love you, Gemma Chan.
Love
Love
you.
you, Gemma
And I
Chan.
love that they named their kid Caspian.
It's Cassian, actually.
Is it Cassian?
Cassian.
Got him. Got him.
Kensel's the one that
I-
said Caspian.
Oh my-
I was like, Prince Caspian?
And you're like, Caspian.
No, you're right. It is
I-
Cassian. I don't know why I 100% believed you when you said
Is that
Caspian.
Narnia?
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
so.
Okay.
I didn't see that
Yes.
one, so I have no idea.
It's the second Narnia film. Also, I inception that shit
It's
into
like
your
the
brain.
7th book, my guy.
But it's the second movie.
It's the second movie.
that
Books
came
are
out.
Oh,
important.
did you read the books?
All except the last
Did
one.
you read the
Because
book?
it was
Oh, yes, the last one was whack as shit, bro.
so...
Narnia Nation, rise up.
Narnian Nation, rise up.
Let me put you guys back into the scene because this took a really weird turn. Okay. They're leaving. Airport scene. I got on the plane. Me and my mommy, me as in Rachel, walking through the aisles. We got a long fucking flight back home, man. Back
And
to New
we're
York.
going economy. On the way
Economy.
here, first class. On the way out, economy. Leaving everything behind except our dignity.
Hair flip. Anyway, we hear a Rachel, and then we know it's Nick, and he's like,
Rachel!
"Ah."
Rachel, I probably bought a ticket on this plane knowing I wasn't gonna actually fly. I just needed to talk to you, so I just spent however many hundreds of dollars
That's
Where is
nothing
she?
to sneeze at.
just to get on the plane.
I can't believe I spent an hour and 14 minutes and I didn't make one single Batman joke.
I know. Where is she?
Get out.
Sort of me.
You two are nasty.
Stop.
I gotta
Taking me-
rewatch the Dark Knight.
Stop taking me out of this beautiful ending scene, damn it.
This is why no one will propose to y'all in a freaking airport.
First off, catch me at an airport. Fucking catch me at an airport.
How about that? How about that?
I catch feelings, not flights.
I wish I caught flights instead of feelings.
The plane.
The plane. The plane.
Nick is here. He's like, Rachel, you got a minute? And then they're like walking by. People are trying to put their shit in the overhead bin. This
And he just
fucking
starts
lady
being such a
behind
good
us.
boy.
I'm in the scene.
Ketzel's in the scene as the woman behind Rachel, and he's just like, look, I fucking love you. And he's like, and then he's like, excuse me, excuse me, and then he's like, okay, I'm in front of you now. He's like, I just fucking love you, and like, I want to propose to you again. I had this idea of what I wanted to do, but here I am on a fucking plane here with you. And then he opens a box that has a ring. And you know what the ring is? A tool that would help us later. The emerald ring that his mom was wearing because of the not good enough reasons. I'm gonna cry again. I'm sorry.
So
Aw.
it's Eleanor's engagement ring, basically symbolizing that they finally have her blessing. And Rachel says yes. And they stay one more night in Singapore to have an engagement party. Everybody say love.
Love.
So it's very cute. And it's
so
very,
good.
very good.
Fun little montage, more crazy rich Asian shit. You know, there's a synchronized swim routine. There's fireworks on the Marina Sands. Is that what it is?
You
I
know,
think
they're
it's
on
very
top of
soon.
a hotel, actually. Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
that's the Marina Sands.
I don't know the name of Singapore hotels.
You
You think
Gardens
I've
by-
been there?
There are so many iconic places in this movie. There's like the Gardens by the Bay. Then there's the Marina Sands.
He's
and
obviously thought
then-
about this.
Antonio's
I-
just crazy Asian.
Oh,
Got him.
I think we can end there.
It doesn't get any better than that, folks.
We're done. Yeah, so that's it. But we do get a fun little mid-credit scene. It's really crazy because I didn't know if you guys knew this, but it's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thanos shows up and steals Rachel's engagement ring, thinking it's the Time Stone because it's green.
Oh, it's a Chaos Emerald, actually.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
So Sonic comes by, saves them all.
The Sonic.
He goes Super Saiyan.
and then Batman shows up.
I hate
It's
you
so
and
crazy.
you
Where is
and
it?
you.
Where is she?
I'm exiting this conversation.
And then
I'll let you guys
eventually-
have that.
Frodo finally takes the ring and casts it into the fire.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
JK.
So the actual mid-credit scene is with Astrid, and it's her ex-boyfriend. I guess his name's Charlie Wu. Spot each other at the engagement party, and they smile at each other.
Wink,
Wink, wonk.
wonk.
And I guess that's supposed to set up for a sequel.
Yes, a sequel, which actually I think was greenlit just last month.
Good.
Yay.
Tell me
so
about
this is
it.
a book, obviously, and
Yeah, it's based on a book series.
it's a Brooke series. It's a book series, and the second one is supposed to be over their reconnection, I think.
I love that. Good for her, because it's Harry Shum Jr. of Glee fame.
I literally was gonna say that. Too. So stupid.
Wait,
Come
what?
on, Gleeks.
Gleek Nation, rise up. All right.
Amazing.
All right. Did you like it?
Fuck yeah, I loved it. It was so fucking good. I literally just texted my siblings and I was like, guys, where the fuck have I been? Y'all seen Crazy Rich Asians? They're like, yeah.
You're the only one.
They're like,
But of
I was
course.
truly the only one. Listen, my favorite film of all time is a rom-com, and it's a gay rom-com. This is, and it has all the fucking, like, stereotypes that come in a rom-com. This is a rom-com with all the good stuff that we love about rom-coms, but with better representation. And I fucking love it. This was luxe. This was spectacular. This made me cry. There's generational trauma. Love that.
It's in everything now.
It is the binder that will bring all the people of the world together.
Absolutely.
Y'all heard about
Everyone
generational
was
trauma.
hot.
And everyone was
yes,
hot.
Everyone. And I love that they kept showing me lots of abs.
Very
Just
gratuitous,
abs.
very
Lots of abs.
gratuitous, like male skin scenes. Just everything that could potentially keep it PG 13.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep. It was great.
Yep.
Jimmy Yang was amazing. He played Bernard. And also, whoever played fucking Kitty Pong.
Kitty!
Like, she was so annoying. And I'm just
Oh,
like,
she
you
was
do that
so
very, very
terrible.
well.
Almost
Too well.
Yeah, like, the humor was great. The love was great. The drama was great. It had it all. What's not to love? Everyone should watch it. That's that on that.
Cute.
Damn, you straight up skipped to the end.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So-
Might be.
No, you're like, I don't even need to wait. It's here.
I don't even wait. I'm here. I'm queer. And I love shiny things. And this had a lot of shiny things.
So much shiny, and I'm shiny.
So hot/solid cast. I think
Oh
that's a
my
The
unanimous
hottest
God.
cast so far.
The hottest,
This is the
solidest
hottest.
cast ever.
Hottest.
So far.
I don't even remember all the other movies now. I only remember Crazy Rich Asians.
I have Eternal Sunshine. I want Eternal Sunshine, all the other films I've ever seen in my life. Just keep this one in there.
See Eternal Sunshine episode.
Thank you. See also. Yeah, this is the hottest cast. For real. Michelle Yeoh was fabulous also. That's it. That's not on that. Go watch Everything Everywhere All at Once while we're here.
Yeah, that's out right
Oh,
now.
my
Might
God.
still be out when this episode comes out, so don't sleep on it.
Please see it. Please.
Soundtrack and score.
Love it. Love soundtrack and score. I love the Asian covers of everything that was playing. It's really fun.
There's a
I
lot of
always
Cantonese covers.
Like, you know, there was Material Girl, there was Yellow, and there was at least one more. What it was, I cannot remember it because it was early.
But they were all very good.
All the jazz music, all like that stuff, that Lux.
The rock and roll.
I said, at some point I said, like, during the dinner party scene, I'm like, I love Great Gatsby because it was just very much that music in the back and that vibe.
Like
Very
old money.
Yeah.
It was
old money.
so classy. It was just so classy. It was just old money classy.
And that just leads right into the costume design and set design location. My God, just
Beautiful.
My God.
visually stunning.
Everything about it. I really like how everything was kind of portrayed. Obviously, there was a whole bunch of like just like casual wear from Rachel. Picklin, all of her like outfits were very like kind of like nouveau riche sort of situations. There was a lot of like dog print, like, you know, just like, what are
It's
they?
very
like,
crazy
etchings?
patterns.
Just crazy
they were
patterns,
Loved it.
awesome.
neat silhouettes, some flashy things, all that. But like everything that Michelle Yeoh wore was just classy. Classy. Astrid, obviously, you could dress her up in sweats and she'd still be like
She
the
still
most
looks
gorgeous thing in the room.
Good. Even in her stupid little navy white striped outfit when they were putting the dead fish into the sand.
Yeah, it was like, it's so ordinary, but not on her.
Not on her.
Not
On her.
What was your favorite outfits?
Of anybody?
Ooh.
The when Eleanor is in that red, it's like the maroon red, wine red.
The burgundy?
Is
With
it
the
burgundy?
cape?
The burgundy like
When she was in the
gown when she was in the
Yeah, when
kitchen.
she was in
Yeah,
the kitchen with the cape.
100%.
That's my favorite one because I'm like, man, I love dresses like that.
That would probably be my first favorite, but since that was mentioned, I'm gonna go with Astrid's Audrey Hepburn look. When she comes onto that screen for that first time,
I gotta say that one too.
and she's just so kind and generous. Like the mom's like, "Oh, not right now," and she's like, oh, "What's his name?" Bun.
That
Bun?
made me tear up too when you were like, oh, she's so nice.
Oh my
I
God,
was like,
she
she is so
deserved the
nice.
world, and she had trash. She was married to trash.
Truly.
it's always garbage.
Truly.
Oh yeah, and the wedding. Oh.
I was gonna say my favorite outfit was
I
the
was gonna
wedding dress
ask.
with the glittered up legs. That was my favorite, which goes into the wedding being like one of the most gorgeous things I've ever fucking seen. This movie is just gorgeous. A feast for the eyes.
It
A
is a feast for the
feast.
eyes. It's a feast for the soul. Everything.
Delicious.
The eyes, the art, the mind. Everything. It's all so good.
I feel like it was thoughtfully curated.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So good.
Favorite quotes? Did anybody write anything down?
I did. I got one. It was obviously Ken Jeong's.
Mine's from him too.
Yeah, it was him telling Miss Aquafina, Peekling, was like, let me get this straight. Your friend got a useful degree, and you came back looking like Asian Ellen. That was my favorite.
I didn't write the whole quote, but the one where he's talking about to the kids, the two twins, and he was like, "Oh, kids are starving in America, and do you want to look like her?" And they're like, "No," and he was like, "Then eat your nuggets."
Because even anywhere else in the world, kids are gonna be like, I don't want that. I want nuggies. It's like you could literally have like fucking salmon every night, like tuna, whatever.
And
steak, filet mignon.
that was a fat plate of nuggets, too.
That
It
fat
was. Oh my
plate of
God. I
nuggets.
want nuggets. Y'all want to get some
Yeah.
nuggies after this?
Dim sum or nuggies, you gotta pick.
Can't
I
have
do?
one or the other.
I can't have both?
Did you guys have any favorite quotes?
Definitely the "It's not my job to make you feel like a man" from Astrid.
Ugh. I can't. The whole thing is just so amazing. I love it.
All right,
You
well,
were the most in the moment, I think, watching this film.
This
than
was
I think
your
I've
most
ever seen
lively.
you watching a film.
Oh yeah, I get
Actually,
so bored in so many other movies. I just get so bored. But
I think
this
it
one
was you.
every single second. What?
You were the one who put it on the list, right?
that was me, friend.
Oh, you?
That was me.
Okay. I'm glad that you brought it up to do it right now at this time.
Oh my
because
God, it's so right. It's always right. You could watch this movie at any point of any day, and you'll just feel good about your life.
amazing. Thank you for putting this on the list then.
It's one of those movies
Thank
that
you,
everyone
Sky.
should watch.
I agree. I believe it has been worth all the hype I built up for it. because everyone else was building up for it. And I think it is absolutely worth a watch. Point blank, period. Need I say more? Done and done.
Boots the house down.
Boots
yes,
the
God.
house
The house down.
down.
Yes, God. Oh,
All right, and that's a wrap.
That was the best ending. Stella, cut and print.
And that concludes this episode of Sit Down, Loser. Oh my god! What the fuck is the name of this podcast?
Where
Why am
are
I
you?
here? Where am I? And that concludes this episode of Sit Down, Loser. We're watching a movie. We'll see you next time.
bye, losers.
Impeccable.
You're
Like, and that concludes this episode of
Line.
Line